10-10 so far this season, 5.09 ERA. He's got 4 more strikeouts to get to the century mark in this season, and his home away numbers. Mike likes home cooking, likes pitching in this ballpark.
And Harris lifts one to center field, and Beltran has it lined up. And Carlos puts it away for the first out of the night.
It's the first time in 3 days, Gary, we started the game on time.
Had some of his better years in Minnesota, but of late in Washington has rebounded after having injury-filled years the first couple.
Tough play. Murphy can't make it, and Guzman is safe. Zimmerman a mile from the plate. Hits one out to right field, chasing Frank Core toward the corner, and it's going to go over his head and out of here.
Wow.
A 2-run homer for Ryan Zimmerman as that ball carried awfully well to right field. The opposite field shot is Zimmerman's 30th of the year, and the Nationals go in front 2-0. I think that shocked everybody, including Jeff Francoeur, as that ball sailed into the front row in right field.
Well, he is set up away, Zimmerman that is, and Pelfrey throws a fastball away. Let's see, a little bit too much plate, but Zimmerman was locked in on a ball outer half.
So that's the natural progression for those young stars. They're going to start hitting more home runs as they get older.
Dunn lifts it out to left center, which is where Pagan is playing, and that's the second out of the inning. Struck him out. Pelfrey with the sinker gets Willingham.
J.D. Martin, 26 years old, started with the Cleveland Indians organization, but then had Tommy John surgery in 2006. Big overhand curveball and change.
Pagan pokes one out to left. Willingham toward the line, and he makes the reaching grab in foul ground for the first out. And they lost their fine prospect Jordan Zimmerman for the season. He had Tommy John surgery as Castillo strikes out.
If you're going to have any consistency.
Slow ground ball, and Wright's Buddy Zimmerman makes the play. 1-2-3 inning for J.D. Martin to set the Mets down in the first. It's 2-0 Washington. He's probably going to pull that off. Back to Pelfrey, who kicks it over to Wright. David can't make the barehanded play, and Dukes is aboard with an infield hit.
A la Derek Lee, right?
Off the glove of Pelfrey, smothered by Castillo, and they get the out at second. Well, that time Pelfrey with the deflection leading to an out. If Pelfrey doesn't get a piece of that, that ball's in center field.
All these hitters today widespread with their feet.
Double play ball to Castillo. Valdez gets it over to Murphy. 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. Toward the middle of the diamond, and Desmond can't get it as it slips under him. A base hit for Beltran.
In between step.
And Murphy down swinging. Beltran runs, and Francoeur pops one up in foul ground. Dunn moving over, having trouble with it, and can't make the play.
Are you kidding?
That was trouble from the start for Adam Dunn. And that'll be an error on Dunn, prolonging the time at bat.
Well, he just kind of drifting. You don't drift. Get to the ball. And, well, he's not known for his glove, but that ball's got to be caught.
But now for the Nationals. Beltran runs. Francoeur hits it in the air to left center field, and it's playable. Harris moving over to make the grab, and Beltran back to first, 2 away. 1-2 to Schneider. Lifted to left field, and Willingham drifting back. Puts it away to end the inning. Bounced out to Wilson Valdez, and the overhand toss to get Martin one away. And he pops one up into shallow center for Beltran. And Harris retired, 2 away.
Had a tough first start for Arizona.
Is Christian Guzman, who lifts one down the left field line. A long run for Pagan, who's playing the gap, but he gets over there and almost overruns it, but makes the grab to end the inning. Forgot it was the third out. So by the time everybody got home, it was 5 o'clock. Line into left field, a base hit for Valdez. Chased toward the gap by Willingham. He can't cut it off, and that'll get Valdez at least to second. He's going to turn and stop right there. Gets this one down. Martin will go to first. And so Pelfrey successfully sacrifices Valdez over to third.
It's a Hall of Fame number.
Hit hard, base hit. Valdez in to score. Angel Pagan does Doc proud. RBI single. 2-1 Washington.
Well, we'll take a peek here. It's a ball sinker away. He's down the count. Nicely done by Angel not trying to do too much with it.
Now I'm sure that it will not anyone would care.
Castillo drives a base hit to center. Gets this one in the air to deep left center field. Willingham going back near the wall, and Willingham leaps to make the grab. And the runners get back. Josh Willingham not noted for his defense. He made a nice play in foul ground earlier in the game, and here a terrific play up against the fence in left center.
Well, Harris wasn't going to get there in time for him. And that's around 386 right there. That's a big hang with him.
Of less power if David Wright's a 30 home run guy. Beltran hits it toward the middle and a base hit. Desmond again playing in the pull, and Beltran takes advantage of it again, and that ties up the game. The exact same spot where he got his first base hit. Desmond made no adjustment, and Beltran drives in the tying run as Pagan comes in to score, and it's 2-2.
Well, Desmond not showing a whole lot of range at second base. At least going to his right. That's a little tougher chance, but Pagan with his speed is going to score easily.
Whoever's in charge of those hitting charts on that Washington bench, they should throw them away, because that's twice now, and you have to decide what you want to do at first base and left field.
Murphy is certainly the option, one of those options at first base, pops this one up, and Harris puts it away to end the inning. Came out of the University of Virginia. Now he's got his second hit of the night. It's another one to left field, and Pagan, who was over in the gap, again moving over to the line. And this is the way the Mets have played the outfielders here at Citi Field. When we were talking about constructing a team based on power into center field, and a base hit, him not blessed with great speed, couldn't get over to cut that ball off. Valdez with the flip, Castillo the turn, and they get two. 6-4-3 double play. Pelfrey's second ground ball double play of the night.
I am learning from this, so it's kind of a nice thing for Jeff Francoeur. On a separate note, guys, just hanging out here as Francoeur drives one deep, and it's going to be off the wall. There you go, that nice little swing. You'd see if he can make it in for two, though, and he slides in safely.
3-0 to Schneider.
We should introduce him to Jay.
Against the Phillies. Double play ball, scooped up by Desmond. Guzman gets it to Dunn. 4-6-3. 2 out.
The record.
Curveball bounced right back to Martin, and he gets Pelfrey to end the inning.
They got a heck of a starting rotation. I don't think that's going to happen. So, and the result is that Pelfrey has a job.
Desmond pulls the breaking ball down the line, and he's got an extra base hit. Takes a turn at second and holds on there with a leadoff double. So
it's a really good thing. It makes you better.
Driven to deep right center off the bat of Bard. Back goes Francoeur looking up, and it's out of here. Josh Bard with a 2-run homer, his 5th of the year. The Nationals' second 2-run homer of the night off Pelfrey, and it's 4-2 Washington. So Pelfrey, who had not given up a Citi Field home run in more than 3 months, has given up a pair tonight to Zimmerman and now to Bard.
This ball did not sink, Ronnie. It just kind of stayed up. Let's see how far away it was. Oh, too much. Outer half. And you can see when he doesn't get on top, it just stays flat.
On the outside corner, strike 3 called. So Martin is down looking. Second strikeout for Pelfrey.
TV room watching Notre Dame football, and they were so excited, and I was sitting there in my misery, moaning and groaning that everyone was watching the football, and we just lost 1-0.
Guzman taps one.
Nice.
And Pelfrey with a nice pickup. That retires the side. Worry about that at this point in his career.
Well, you'd never get his little brother Yadier. That's the guy you would want.
That's for sure. See, those are the things that you have to think about. As Castillo, shallow left field, Willingham comes on and makes the play for the second out.
Omar Minaya is not in an enviable position. I certainly wouldn't. He's got a lot of things to decide. You never really hit in the big leagues.
Would you like to hear as Zimmerman rips one to left right at Pagan?
In the 4th?
Ryan Howard with a 2-run homer, his 39th.
Oh boy,
Dunn gets under one.
Did he ever?
And Francoeur settling under it for the second out. Struck him out. Pelfrey with the fastball gets Josh Willingham. That's
playing on that grass too.
And this time it's aboard with a walk. 1-0 to Murphy. Lifts one to center field, and Harris barely has to move. One away.
A great kind of pitcher.
Beltran runs. Francoeur lines one into center field. Beltran saw it all the way. There's an obstruction call as Beltran goes to third. Doesn't affect the outcome of the play. And ball 4 in the dirt. Loads up the bases. 1-2. Line left field. Willingham coming on to make the grab. Tagging and trying to score is Beltran. The throw by Willingham. Short hops Bard, who gets the tag down to end the inning. Great play by Bard to pick up that throw from Willingham and slap the tag on Beltran. The double play takes the Mets out of a threat in the 6th. Willingham's had some night in the field. And a beautiful play by Bard to absorb that short hop and put the tag on Beltran.
That hand in there.
Coors Light freeze cam trying to get that hand around, but Bard right there before he's able to reach home base.
Dukes drops one down. Josh Thole just into the game, throws it by Murphy and down the line, and Dukes will go to second base. Well, Thole just came into the game after Schneider left for the pinch hitter and immediately pressed into service.
I'm just, all it takes is a shin protector. Nice at bat right there by Desmond, getting the runner over. Come down on anywhere on your shoulder. Your body's still moving with the slide, and there you separate your shoulder.
0-2 to Bard. Hit to center field. That should get the run in. Dukes tags at third, and Beltran has no play as Dukes trots in. Sacrifice fly for Bard. His third run batted into the night makes it 5-2 Washington. He got a start at first base yesterday. That ball sits on the line, a fair ball, and Thole throws him out to end the inning. And Sheffield lines one right to Desmond, who had it played perfectly for the first out.
Bullet.
And tries to combine that with his changeup. I think he has a big hook that he'll throw occasionally.
And Pagan went around on the fastball. Burnett has the strikeout. Levon is saying that he believes the Mets released him because he was about to reach certain incentives in terms of innings pitched that would have given him more money on his contract.
Probably so.
Sinker grip. Gets himself a ground ball.
So Green makes the play on Harris, who's now 0 for 4 on the night. And Guzman hits one right at Castillo. And so Green's retired the first 2 here in the 8th. Wright cannot handle the hop. And first pitch swinging, breaks his bat and lifts one out to right center, where Beltran squeezes it. One pitch by Feliciano, and he gets through Dunn to end the inning. And he gets him with a 2-2 fastball. And he goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bergman to start the bottom of the 8th. Toward the hole, and a base hit for Murphy. So now Francoeur, who's 2 for 3. A single and a double, and he drives one into right center, and he's got his third hit of the night. Murphy to third as Harris cuts it off. Now Jeff Francoeur. Josh hitting at 367. Runner goes from first, and Francoeur will be allowed to take second base. And Thole foul tips it into the middle of Bard. 1-2 punch on the lineup with Pujols and Holiday.
Don't forget their closer.
Josh Willingham lifts one deep to left field. Back goes Pagan near the wall, and it's out of here. Josh Willingham greets Brian Stokes. First pitch, 23rd home run of the season, and it's 6-2 Washington. The Nationals' third home run of the night. So a rude greeting for Brian Stokes as Willingham takes him deep. And the Nats extend their lead to 4.
Well, not wasting any time. Fastball down Broadway.
Boy, that ball stayed true, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Did not move an inch. He's had a fine game defensively and offensively.
And Dukes drives one to left center field. Pagan gets over and catches it on the warning track for the first out. In their playoff series against the Braves, down 2-0, pitching on a frigid night at Wrigley Field. And then he missed the whole next season. Valdez throws out Desmond for the second out. Got in on him, and Bart pops one up. Valdez will handle it, and that ends the inning. Ball 4, and Sullivan's on with a walk. Sullivan will take off, and that'll be defensive indifference, moving Corey down to second. Reed lifts one to left, and Harris is right there. And that's the first out in the bottom of the ninth. And Pagan takes ball 4. And so the Mets have something working here, thanks to Mike McDougall, who's walked 2 here in the last of the ninth, and that'll send Steve McCatty out to the mound. Castillo toward the hole, base hit. Sullivan will be held at third, and the Mets will get the tying run to the plate here in the last of the ninth. Mets with a chance. And Wright lines one into right field for a base hit. That'll get Sullivan home. Pagan will stop at third. An RBI single for David Wright makes it 6-3 Washington. And now the tying runs are on base with 1 out, with Beltran coming up. Mike McDougall put himself in jeopardy with walks.
Well, nicely done by David. Doesn't waste any time. Got a pitcher out there struggling. Got a fat one. And this has been the problem for the Nationals. They're pitching.
And Beltran grounds a double play ball. Gonzalez to Desmond, back to first, not in time. Beltran safe as he goes down. A run comes in. Luis Alicea making sure that Beltran is okay after he tumbled past the base. The game stays alive. It's now 6-4, and the tying runs remain aboard for Daniel Murphy.
Well, both infielders here just take their time. Well, not really. I'm sorry. It wasn't a great feed. I'm mistaken.
It wasn't a great feed, and also Desmond didn't get the handle on the ball, didn't get enough on the throw.
Well, a good call at first base by Mark Wegner. He was safe. But Carlos appears to be okay after taking that header. It looked like he tripped over the foot of Adam Dunn. Murphy lines one hard. Desmond with a beautiful stop. He then bobbles, throws high off Dunn's glove. Castillo is scored. Beltran goes to third. Murphy takes second. It's 6-5, and the Mets have the tying and winning runs in scoring position. A brilliant stop by Desmond, but he couldn't complete the play.
A bullet.
Boy, oh boy. Did he have a play at second?
Oh,
he bobbled, so he goes properly, but Dunn's got to make this play. Oh, that's a lot of his reach.
Yeah, Dunn going to charge an error on Desmond on the throw. And Francoeur hits one, knocked down by McDougall, lost his glove, throws it out, and the ball game is over.
Jeez.
Wow. Gotta be kidding. Well, Francoeur ended the game by lining into an unassisted triple play earlier this season at Citi Field. This time, thought he had one up the middle to win it, but he knocks the glove off McDougall, who throws him out, and the Nationals hang on for the 6-5 win.